Namaskar. Welcome back to the example number 11 for the event financial prospects. In the previous video, we had a detailed discussion on this example number 11, wherein the native financial position in general is good because of his good earning through his job in abroad. But one point of time, he invested his money and also he borrowed some money from others and invested in his business, in the friend's business. So, but that business is gone into loss, and finally, the native got debts, and he's paying back that debts and all by way of another loan from the bank against his income. So his financial position is, in general is good, but when the financial position that second house matters and Lagna and sixth house are all connected to the 5, 6, 8, 12, 5, 6, 8, 9, 12 grouping, it means that is supportive for the trouble to the finance and increase in the loans and debts and loss also when it is connected. It is always to be careful in such investments and also in business. We had a detailed discussion with the help of the EPS tables in the previous video. But in this video, the same example we are going to study with the help of the PILT table, how far the unfavorable key planets or trouble-causing key planets in this chart is afflicting the other planets by way of the PILT table. Let us check now in the PILT table. Example number 11, good earnings from job, but debts due to loss in investments, especially in business. We are going to study in this video with the help of the PILT table. This is the birth chart of that male native, and now let us go to the PILT page and check the role of the unfavorable and favorable key planets with the help of the PILT. Now we are on the PILT page. Let me open the self-significations and let me click KP check all. So you can see that already discussed in the previous video that Ketu is light red and Venus is mixed one with got mixed in the sense favorable along with that 8, 5, 6, 9, 12 grouping, unfavorable grouping. And Rahu also is got 12 and 5th cuspal sublord and Lagna occupant as well. And Saturn is strong unfavorable also, along with that favorable. So that Saturn, Venus are strongly having got 5, 6, 8, 12 grouping, and Ketu and Rahu also having that 5th house, 12th house, and 7 and 12 grouping. So let us check the role of these planets, whether they are all afflicting the destiny planet. So what are the destiny planets? Second lord. Second lord is Mars, and second cuspal star lord is Venus, and second cuspal sublord is Saturn. Second lord Mars is all representing Rahu has got weakness. So second lord also ninth lord has got self affliction by way of the sixth house. Sixth house is favorable to the second house, but when it is connected to this unfavorable 12 and 5 in the CSL level, it is got some weakness. And second star lord, that is Karma Trikon itself, it is also self-afflicted, and second sublord also self-afflicted. So that destiny planets are itself they are having unfavorable signification in their self-significations. Let us check the second lord Mars. Second lord Mars is star level Venus is second cuspal star lord. Second, this is good only for the earnings and also job prospects. Along with that favorable, that is the reason we are given the mixed one. But along with that unfavorable, we discussed, and 2 level al Ketu again ping. Sublord is moon is fine, and but this Venus has got the forming rodal link to the Mars planet. You can see all the planets are having this unfavorable grouping. Sublord is fine, but sublord fine itself is under the influence of this unfavorable. Venus is forming ruler link, and Moon is also forming ruler link. Favorable also passed on, unfavorable also passed on, and star lord of the sublord Rahu. So you can see second lord in the star of, mixed key planet, 12 level also mixed one, it is unfavorable. And star lord of the sublord, 3 levels are having unfavorable. Strong unfavorable other key planet, Saturn, that is the free planet as well. It is influencing all levels, Saturn, and also Saturn, and also star lord of the sublord also having got the Saturn. So on to all levels are under the influence of Saturn. So Saturn is influencing the second lord strongly. Along with that, Venus and Ketu and Rahu ruling the rulers. And the second sublord planet is Saturn. Saturn itself is self-afflicted. Second sublord planet in the star and 12 level and sublord all favorable, supportive and favorable. This is supportive for the natives' earnings. But the same Saturn is also passing ruler link to other levels. Along with that other unfavorable planets, it is supportive. Earnings are present, that earning can be end up into trouble because of this unfavorable influence as well. That is the one which is clearly indicating that one. Suppose the second sublord planet, Saturn in the star and sub of these, not Jupiter, Moon, and Mars. Instead of that, it is having other planets. Definitely, in general, that earnings will not be good. So earning will not be good. It will be average only. And apart from that, the native will end up into financial trouble, and that will be more troublesome. Here he is earning money. Apart from that, he is also investing money and leading to trouble. So he is able to manage his earnings are indicated. Earnings are good. Very well indicated. Because of that, he could easily, pay back the loan. But otherwise, if the star level planet and 12 level planet and sub level planet are not good for the second house matter, in general, it will not good for his financial position. Apart from that 6 8 12 grouping, when it is connected, it is supportive for the loans debts also in addition to that. That will lead to more trouble. So now that is the reason his financial position by way of earning, but through his job in abroad, it is indicated, but it is also indicating trouble to the Lagna on the financial prospect. So now the native was running Saturn Dasa itself. So that destiny planet itself is ruling. So definitely the native will experience good earnings also. It will lead to trouble also according to the period the native will experience. Now in the Saturn Dasa, in the Ketu Bugdi, whenever a in Mercury Bugdi, whenever Mercury is acting as the period, we need to be careful because Mercury is the Karaka planet loan also, Karaka planet for the business also. So that Mercury in this chart, that is the Badages also. And Mercury is playing role, that Mercury itself is the seventh lord and having got the mixed significator. And in its own sign, in the star of moon is supportive, but you can see this, they are ready to give trouble. Rahu, Venus, and forming ruling also. And Saturn is influencing all levels. So because of that, during that Mercury period, he inclined towards investing money. During that Mercury period, in the moon book Antra itself, the Saturn Dasa moon, Mercury Bugdi in moon, which is supportive the Mercury for the, business prospects, because 5, 11, 3, 7, 11, 10, it is supportive for his investment along with this friend. But that is in the star and sub of Saturn, Rahu, Saturn, indicating some weakness. So it is only the ideas discussion has happened during this period, mental inclination. But during that Mars period, that native started investing because his money, second Mars is second lord planet, ninth lord planet, it is started. Then star level is Venus, is the one which is the mixed significator. Sublord is Moon, supportive for the business, forming ruler link to the star level planet, because Mars planet is second lord. That planet during this period he invested money. It is clearly indicating supportive, but also it is indicating indirectly all the unfavorable planets ruling at this star level and other levels also. Only the planet and sublord is comparatively better. Mars, then after that, Rahu started facing the issue and pain and all. Then Jupiter, Lagna, started ruling. Lagna influenced by the Saturn, star level moon also influenced by Saturn and Venus, Rahu. This is supportive for his own job prospects, but for the business prospects under the Mercury book, because Mercury is the seventh lord, Vadages, and Lagna lord is acting as the Andhra lord. He started facing more pain and loss happened, and he borrowed the money again from the bank, and he lost the money, and for that he started paying the money by his own loan from the bank. So in the Saturn Dasa, Mercury book the before Mercury is getting over, Saturn Dasa, Mercury book these Jupiter Antra and Saturn Antra all are giving trouble to that native. So within Mercury book the he started the business and he lost the business also during that one period. And he's got a lot of dates, and during the consultation in Ketu period, he started paying because all are mixed one. They are all supportive for the paying of the loan. So his business, his job is okay, but during this period, job gains also not very good. It is average only. But already he has got into debts, and he is paying off the loan by way of loans already. So already whatever the debts happened, it is being paid by the loan. That is the reason whenever the 10th cuspal, sorry, that what do you call, second cuspal sublord destiny planet is under the influence of such things, we need to be very careful. Moreover, you can see 10th sublord planet moon itself in the star of pink, right trade and 2A level, Saturn, all unfavorable. Saturn is forming ruler link. Saturn is the unfavorable key planet, trouble giving planet for the money also and loss also. The 10 sublord in the star and sub of a planet, which is supportive for gain to the opponent, it is not advisable to go for own business. So when that Saturn itself is acting as the trouble-giving planet itself is acting as the Dasa Lord, when that Mercury Badage is playing role, and it is in the star of a planet supportive for business prospects, the mental inclination will come towards that, and that lead to the sublord is leading to unfavorable. So Rahu Venus influenced by Saturn, so that is the reason native is experiencing trouble. Though he has got good earning, because of the earning only he is able to, somehow manage and do that. Otherwise, if the earnings are not good, then he will be in a great trouble and by way of financial crisis. I think you are able to understand how come these unfavorable grouping planets are influencing the Lagna, 10th house, 2nd house, 6th house, so that making that native liable for such issues. So in such cases, we need to advise them not to go for such loans, not to go for such investments. They have to be careful in handling their money. I think you're able to understand. We'll meet in the next video. Good luck.